First contact has been a significant plot device in science fiction since its inception. Humanity encounters and interacts with an intelligent alien civilization and must grapple with the implications for Earth and our role in the universe. But what happens when aliens make physical contact with humans for the first time? Today we're asking the remarkable question, how will aliens reveal themselves to the rest of the world? Do you require answers to the major questions? Are you insatiably curious? So why not subscribe to Z for more videos like this one, and ring the bell for more thought-provoking information. First contact became a key feature of fiction as soon as writers began picturing extraterrestrial cultures vastly different from our own. It is examined not only in reference to beings from other worlds, but also to species or entities from the future. This plot can be traced back to H.G. Wells' books, such as The Martian Invasion in The War of the Worlds, but also, possibly, the Eloi and Morlocks in The Time Machine. The trope developed as an allegorical approach to examine how humans behave when confronted with a culture other than their own, something that has a long history, notably during the days of colonialism. Perhaps since European colonialism was so terrible to the inhabitants of colonized countries, we fear that a more powerful alien civilization will behave similarly, as typified by H.G. Wells' unfriendly tripods. But how would it all come together? To arrive on Earth, an alien species would have to be substantially more sophisticated than mankind is right now. So it's easy to see why the prospect of first contact might be frightening, and why it's so fascinating to explore in books and on television. To reach here, even from beyond in the solar system, an alien would need to have mastered technology that we are now creating, if not merely imagining, such as high-tech propulsion and launch systems. To reach Earth from beyond our solar system, enormous starships, warp drives, and infinite energy sources that function in deep space may be required, all of which are currently beyond our capabilities. That kind of alien force would then be powerful enough to easily conquer us. So, if that was the alien's objective, first contact would be revealed very fast, and fairly simply. We'd see their ships in the skies and the power of their weaponry as they invaded. Within a cosmic force that is so technologically capable, there may be no need for subtlety. Even if we, humanity, were to create an opportunity to strike back, our ET adversary would most likely be able to weather even our most lethal weaponry with ease. Nuclear missiles might be able to destroy a few ships in an extraterrestrial fleet, but we wouldn't stand a chance of winning the war entirely. Then it would be a catastrophic, one-sided battle. While it's possible that some pockets of humanity will be able to resist and remain hidden, Earth as we know it will be gone. But, despite the overwhelming likelihood of all of this happening, what if approaching aliens do not want to harm us? It's at least a little consoling to think that, now that our earthly cultures have advanced significantly, we, ourselves, wouldn't treat a new species on a foreign world in nearly the same way that previous invaders on Earth did. As a result, it's conceivable that a more advanced tribe might also show us mercy. For example, top space agencies such as NASA are currently focusing on ensuring that we don't even contaminate Martian soil with bacteria, let alone actively harm any extraterrestrial life that we could find elsewhere. So maybe we can give aliens the benefit of the doubt and predict that they'll feel the same way about Earth as we do about other worlds. And, after all, they might simply be coming here, and making themselves known, for the same reasons we speculate about exploring space, to interact with a sentient species, share knowledge, and possibly even steer us to a more peaceful existence. According to one interpretation of the famous zoo hypothesis, they may even aim to initiate us into a wider, galactic society, having monitored us in secret up to the point of first contact. If that's the case, they'd want to maintain Earth as peaceful as possible, which would naturally influence how they go about announcing their own existence. In one scenario, incoming aliens might only show themselves to a few humans at a time. And, according to various conspiracy theories, some more convincing than others, this has already occurred on Earth, with some even claiming that certain types of aliens, such as Valiant Thor and his distant comrades, are already working alongside the world's governments. But, nevertheless, if an alien group wanted to have a positive impact on humanity without interfering too much, then making their presence known to everyone on the planet all at once is probably not the best option. This raises an important question for them: how do they decide with whom to connect? What would you do if you were the alien body? Choose the most powerful or influential organizations and individuals. Or perhaps the most compassionate or intelligent. If a coming alien is keen on invasion and establishing dominance, there is a risk that they will target the most dangerous humans first. They may, however, make a beeline for the altruists and scientists. If current UFO mythology is to be believed, they would appear to be open to selecting the United States administration, for better or worse. So much of the UFO mythos revolves on Washington's comings and goings. However, an approach to America could make some strategic sense, if only for worrisome reasons. There is worldwide influence to be gained, as well as a bridge to be built with a costly military machine. Despite having a population almost 5 times that of China, the world's second-largest defense spender today, the United States spends 3 times as much on its military. It's cutting-edge, advanced, and possibly unbeatable, at least among humans on Earth. And, while all of that American might may still be insignificant to a newly arrived alien, it's not difficult to see why so many UFO stories include some type of US military involvement. Away from the battlefield, languages would be a significant component of Earth for an arriving alien culture. When native and non-native speakers are combined, English remains the most widely spoken language in the world. However, Mandarin speakers are close behind. This balance may also make the United States a potential initial port of call for an alien group, or, indeed, China, with both countries giving the finest opportunity to interact with the greatest number of people. However, some forecasts for an evolved alien group envision languages being completely bypassed, so that traditional speech isn't employed at all. Alternatively, it is promptly translated for everyone on the ground. Simulcasting around the world at the same time ensures that everyone receives their message. That manner, well-meaning aliens may avoid giving apparent preferential treatment to some humans over others, which could only exacerbate our planet's already complicated politics and boundaries. How do you envision overcoming the potential language barrier? We know that this type of issue is undoubtedly a critical component of any early engagement between two cultures, with even minor misunderstandings having the capacity to frighten, threaten, or confound either side. It would also be a critical step in the presence of an alien entity. Finally, there is no precedent for what aliens would do at the point of first contact, whether it's trying to communicate with us, or simply annihilating us all from the start. If there were, that is, if first contact had already occurred, we would undoubtedly have a significantly different understanding of life, the cosmos, and everything, due to our very different, and no longer planetarily isolated, perspective. Of course, not every version of the story involves an alien arriving stealthily or in secrecy. Most existing conspiracy theories do, but only because the secrecy explains why the general populace is still in the dark. If first contact hasn't already occurred, but if it does in the future, is it so unlikely that the aliens making it will be both open and not hellbent on war and death? Could they display themselves to the entire Earth while simultaneously not shooting on sight and blowing everything up? Possibly, under some circumstances. However, in this case, the ideas still point to a quieter and more hidden arrival if it's for peace, but a louder and more visible invasion if it's for devastation. However, if an alien arrived tomorrow, how would you react to the news? Is it better to be afraid or excited? Disbelief or relief? Perhaps you wouldn't believe it at all? Please let us know in the comments. But, for the time being, that is how aliens will be revealed to the rest of the Earth. What are your thoughts? Is there anything we left out? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date on our latest content.